What's up, guys? I wanted to make a vlog about countering in basketball. So, I had a problem with trying to counter too much when I started uh, being able to dribble a little bit, and I wanted to show off my handle, and I would kind of get sidetracked on what the ultimate goal was, which was scoring. Uh, and I would be getting the ball stolen because I wouldn't take advantage of a good counter and make a play off of it. I would just stand there in front of my defender and keep trying to counter them to look cool. And that's fine if you can pull it off. You just got to be able to actually do something with it. But so I would be standing there and countering multiple times with the intention of waiting for my defender to, get defeated and, get tired and stop doing it. But they have the advantage when they're on defense because what they're doing is way easier than what you're doing. All they're doing is swiping for the ball. Like, you're going to turn over the ball sooner than they're going to give up trying to steal the ball, probably. So I immediately realized I can't just stand there and try to counter over and over and over. Like, there's no time clock in street ball, but you don't want to be the person that's just out there to trying to look cool and trying to showboat or whatever, because people call that out and recognize it immediately. So all I did to adjust that was I figured out that don't do that, and but countering when done properly helps you score. So all you do is just whatever you counter with. I like the in and out around the leg, and the behind the back to counter with. Uh, so whatever you do, once your defender swipes for the ball and you counter, make some kind of a play, either drive or shoot the ball. So they'll uh, if you do it well and they've overextended and they swipe for the ball, they might be off balance or shifted to one side or the other, and that gives you the opportunity to drive around them. And if you counter and they back off a little bit because they didn't expect you to do something, some cool move, then take your opportunity to, if you have a little bit of space, step back and shoot, or sidestep shoot, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's basically countering. Like, as soon as your defender swipes for the ball, you do some kind of move and then make a play. And you can also uh, counter off of the drive. Like, you don't have to be standing in front of your defender to do a counter. Like, you can be driving in at the time, and then when they try to counter your drive with, like, just getting in front of you and cutting you off, you can counter them with a pullback. Is my favorite move to use, and that might make them stumble a little bit, giving you space to shoot, or that might, it's basically the same effect, get them off balance and open up the lane in the other direction. Uh, but yeah, you can definitely make plays off of pullbacks, and the quicker you can stop and make, the more abrupt you can make it. It makes it harder on them. Like, you can get them to stumble if you're driving full speed and they're trying to keep up with you. They don't know when you're going to stop, so pull back, and then you might get them to stumble, and then you can drive the other way, or you can shoot or whatever. But yeah, countering is extremely useful in basketball, but you can get you can go a little overboard with it, which is what I was doing when I first started being able to dribble a little bit. But yeah, just toning it down, using a good counter to set up a play, and then making a play immediately after is really helpful and important. Um, I still will try to go toe to toe with people occasionally, and but now I have strategy behind doing that. Like I've gotten good with spinning off my defender. So like the thing I struggle with the most still is really aggressive defenders. But what you can do is get them invested in being aggressive and getting them amped up and getting them closer to you and more aggressively swiping for the ball. So once you've gotten them invested and they're just determined to steal the ball from you, turn your back and turn your back to them, and then when you think you can go one way or another, spin off of them. If they're already so close to you, uh, once you spin, you're you might be a couple of steps ahead of them, and they're overextended. They're way out by the 3 point line. They've got a lot of ground to cover to cut you off. So if you're a couple of steps ahead of them, you've got a clear line to the basket. So that's a way to counter, really close defenders. But yeah, countering is very useful, and I've gotten a lot better with it. I just calmed down and wasn't trying to always, I wasn't getting so excited that I was always trying to just counter nonstop and do it a ton to look cool. You can't forget that the ultimate goal is to score. So, but yeah, countering is super useful. I like standing in front of my defender whenever they swipe for it. I like the the in and out around the leg and the behind the back. And then off of a drive, I like to counter them cutting me off with a pullback. So yeah, all those things are extremely handy to get your handles up to be able to counter really well. Once again, I recommend learning, flashy, complicated moves. All this stuff in my Snake playlist, Professor playlist, Crosses, Freestyle, all that stuff, like anything you see that looks cool is going to help you get more comfortable with the ball once you learn it, get your ball control up so you basically, you just know where the ball is going at all times, and it's a lot easier to manipulate the ball. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe for more basketball content, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.